Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. And in this video we're going to be talking about what's in my bag, what's in my hoop shoe rotation, what are my favorite shoes to hoop in as of right now. And of course, if a shoe is not in my rotation, it doesn't mean it's bad. My preferences do change from time to time, but I've had kind of like a really solid rotation. You know, there's only a couple of shoes that I added into the rotation, but there's also some shoes that have been in my rotation consistently because I absolutely love playing in these shoes, right? And for me, what I like to have in my hoop shoes is, of course, amazing top tier traction. I need top tier traction. I can't play in a hoop shoe if it has bad traction, and that's just me. I feel like that's a lot of people as well, but depending on your play style, if you kind of like post up a little bit more, you don't really need as good traction, which makes sense, you know what I mean? But of course, this is just my rotation, so I need really good traction. Cushion also, usually, you know, since I am a guard and I want to feel a little bit more fast and quick on my feet, I want a cushioning setup that has pretty good court feel, but also responsiveness. And nowadays, especially with the tech, right, the cushion tech that we have, it can still feel low to the ground and responsive while still being pretty bouncy, comfortable, and have great underfoot cushioning. Because you know, like 5+ years ago, it used to be like, if you want a responsive setup, you kind of just have to have a stiff setup a little bit, unless you get like a really bouncy like zoom unit or something, you know. But nowadays, especially with the soft mesh shoulder, that's not the case, right? And of course, like material, never really a huge thing for me. Like I don't really care about material quality all too much, as long as it's durable, it's thin and supportive, and it conforms to my foot very well. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, of course, support needs to be good, but like I don't need a crazy supportive shoe either. Just like adequate support is good for me because I am a lighter dude, right? So anyways, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I try to leave the free link in the description box. And if you do choose to get any of these shoes, it does help me out if you do buy it from the link in the description box or the product description, right? It's kind of like either like over here, or it might be underneath the video. And as always, thank you guys so much for all of the support. But let's get it started right off with a surprising shoe. This shoe is really nice, and it surprised the hell out of me, right? So for the past couple of weeks, I've been wanting a little bit more cushion, you know what I mean? Something soft but still responsive, you know? So the Kawai IV, just letting you guys know, I have not liked the Kawai signature shoe line. Like the 1 through 3, I never was really in my hoop shoe rotation. You know what I mean? I tested it, I was like, it's okay, and I played in other shoes, you know what I mean? But the Kawai IV, it's been in my rotation, obviously, because I am testing it, but I love playing in this shoe. I haven't really needed to switch out of these because, you know, sometimes if a shoe sucks, I kind of like want to switch out and play in something that I really like, you know? But the Kawai IV, I just keep it on. It's really nice, right? The price is $160, which is pretty steep, especially for like the durability of the upper, which isn't great, and also the quality of the upper, which isn't great. It kind of sucks. I definitely feel like it should be like around $140 max, maybe like $130 too, but the performance is really nice, right? So traction is pretty much top tier. Picks up a little bit of dust, right? It's affected by dust a little bit, but it's a very easy wipe, and it bites through dust pretty well. It doesn't pick up dust that quickly either. And if you're playing on a clean court, you have an amazing stop, right? Also, the cushion is so dang comfortable. One of the most comfortable cushioning setups that you can get right now, right? They're using dual density fuel cell. You have good compression here in the heel, but also underfoot cushioning. It's just really comfortable, and it just feels like plush, you know? It's almost like when you land, it's like you're landing on a really soft cloud, right? But it also doesn't feel super mushy or anything. It still feels pretty responsive. Of course, it's not the best for support and lockdown, especially like here in the forefoot, but it was adequate for me. I didn't have any terrible issues. And also there was a little bit of heel slippage, right? But it wasn't a deal breaker or anything. So overall, the Kawai IV, it surprised me, and I really like playing in the shoe. So there's that. And next, of course, we got another shoe that's really comfortable, right? So these two shoes, right? the Kawai 4 and the Kawai 1 are in my rotation when I want a really comfortable cushioning setup and just a really comfortable overall shoe, right? The traction is extremely consistent. Once you break it in, it has a really nice consistent stop on a clean court. Also, it has a really nice consistent stop on a dusty setting as well. And I would say it's a little bit better on a dusty court than the Kawai 4, but the Kawai 4 stops a little bit harder, right? So the traction, really nice. And also the cushion is extremely comfortable as well. So I would say just like underneath your foot, like step in comfort, the Kawai 1 is a little bit better because it is using a very soft mesh strobel board. The Kawai 4, it still has great underfoot cushioning, but that's only when you kind of like when you start going and playing. The Kawai 1, when you just walk around, it's really comfortable, right? There's also still nice compression here in the heel, and it's just a really comfortable cushioning setup because it's using full length and tube foam, right? Also, the court feel is, I would say, around average. It's not amazing or anything like that, but honestly, it's not a huge deal for me. Like the Kawai 1, really nice cushioning setups. Also, another thing that I really like about the Kawai 1 is the upper, right? I definitely feel like I like the Kawai 1 better than the Kawai 4. First of all, the quality is better and also the durability is better as well. And here in the ankle area, we actually have like really nice Achilles pads and also okay, so we have like an Achilles pad in the back of the shoe and also like on the sides of the shoe, which is really plush. It feels like a memory foam almost, and it's really comfortable. And also we have the same thing here for the tongue. And also I would say it's better for support. We have this midfoot strap, and also for lateral containment we have the plastic coming up, so support is better in the Kawai 1 as well. So overall performance, the Kawai 1 is better than the Kawai 1, and it's also cheaper. It's 125 bucks, but because of the better traction, it just has a little bit better of a stop. I still do enjoy playing in the Kawai 1, right? So yeah, if I want a really nice comfortable shoe, these are the two shoes that I kind of pick. But if I want something really minimal, this is the shoe that I picked, and this is the lightest shoe that you can get right now as far as weight goes, right? So it comes in at, I think it was like 10.5 ounces, which is the lightest hoop shoe that you can get right now, right? And when I want something extremely minimal and extremely lightweight that has amazing ventilation and also something that I can just feel extremely quick in, this is a shoe that I picked. And I can't really think of anything else that beats this shoe, you know what I mean, as far as like those categories go, right? So traction, first of all, is top tier. You have an amazing stop. So yeah, really consistent on all conditions, right? Dusty, clean, whatever, top tier traction, right? Also the cushion, you have better court feel than the Kawai 1 and Kawai 4, but obviously it's not going to be better than the Kawai 1 and Kawai 4 for impact protection and also overall comfort, but it's still really nice because we have like a soft mesh strobel board, and it's kind of raised up as well, right, with like little nubs, or like it's like thicker nubs, and it kind of like, it just feels really nice for stepping comfort. Obviously not as nice as the Kawai 1 and Kawai 4, but it's still pretty dang nice, especially for how low to the ground you feel. And the upper is just extremely thin. Also the ventilation, like I said, is amazing. You have amazing airflow through literally like the medial side, you can see through it, the toe box you can see through, and also the tongue you can see through. So amazing ventilation, and also it's just a really good looking shoe, like this Aurora colorway. Look at this, super duper clean, right? So that is the Wade Flash. And last but not least, we got the AE1, the Adidas AE1. This, of course, is the heaviest shoe, but if I want a shoe that feels extremely supportive, but also a shoe that I can still feel extremely quick in, but also has really good core feel, this is the shoe that I pick, right? Because the Kawai 4 and the Kawai 1, it's a little bit higher up off the ground, but the AE1 has really good core feel and still has really nice underfoot cushion and stepping comfort. The traction is top tier as well. I mean, all these shoes, amazing traction. Support, obviously, this shoe has the best support out of all four of these, right? I would say for support, AE1, Kawai 1, Wade Flash, which is kind of weird. This has better support than the Kawai 4s, right? But yeah, the AE1, as you guys all know, is absolutely amazing for performance. The only thing about this shoe that I don't like is the weight, but it's not even that big of a deal because you just feel extremely quick in this shoe, right? The traction is amazing, so you feel really quick. Cushion is low to the ground, so you still feel like right on top of the floor, which makes you feel a little bit quicker, you know? And then support's great, lockdown's great. So yeah, I have no issues playing in the shoe at all, right? But of course, sometimes I want a little bit lighter, and that's when I pick the Wade Flash, right? So right now, as far as my rotation goes, I think I have a good rotation of like shoes that feel a little bit different, but they're all really, really nice shoes, right? Something a little bit more cushioned, Kawai IV, if I want a little bit more support, but still have really good core feel and responsiveness, AE1, and if I want something really, really lightweight, but have a shoe that I can still feel really, really quick in, then I pick the Wade Flash, right? So anyways, that is my rotation. And it's just surprising me because I really like the Kawai IV and I've been playing in the shoe a good amount. So what do you guys think of my rotation? Does it suck? Do you guys like it? I don't know, tell me down in the comment section below. And also tell us what your rotation is down in the comment section below. What are your favorite hoop shoes? Right? Whatever your rotation is, and tell us why you like it, because of the cushion, because you know the traction, whatever it is. I'm pretty dang curious. But anyways, that about wraps up this video. Again, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, just try to leave in the link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.